back to the Sneaky Link Pod, guys. Another week, another episode, another day, another episode. 3 days in a row in this bitch. We're on episode. What number is this?
78.
Number
78.
Okay. Before we hop into this, I am very hot, as you can see. I don't know what's going on. But please make sure that you are also subscribed to YouTube, Sneaky Leak Pod.
What about us?
Instagram, Sneaky Leak Pod. Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please subscribe, listen to us on all the platforms. We need your help. We need your support. Okay.
What about that?
Felt like the fires.
What?
Well, I just feel like we asking for donations. Like it's like an infomercial in between church TV.
We need you.
She didn't even intro us. Whose podcast is that?
We need your money.
Like it only costs you 10 cents a day to keep the Sneaky Leak podcast going.
To keep me cool.
That's all it costs.
Oh my god.
10 cents a day is all it costs. Oh my god. Cue the In the Arms of the Angels song.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I am your host, Heather.
I'm your other host, Janelle.
I am Elaina.
And we have a special guest today. The yang to my yang, dark skin Mike, light skin Mike. Mr. Ann Banks, hailing from
What's
Richmond,
happening?
but the way of Oakland, the town.
See, and she got specific with that. That's real respect. Rich City, what's happening?
You feel me? Me and Aunt, we go way back. We've worked together at Stash. We were buyers, amongst other things.
Come on.
And he's going to come through today and, tell us about his journey and what he's doing now and
Talk that.
why he's that nigga.
We're going to talk
You
that
feel
shit.
me?
You feel me?
We want to hear it all. Because honestly, I don't know. If you don't follow him, you should, because you're funny as fuck.
He's hilarious.
Like, your post, I was telling Henny, I was like, I fuck with Ant so much, and I don't even know him that well, but I was like, I love his posts. Like, I be cracking up at his random shit.
Brenton said he be laughing at your shit,
Bro,
too.
all the time. I'm just
It's
like,
hilarious.
he's so funny.
I just be in my head, and it's this place where I can just, like, put my thoughts and just kind of like, am I tripping? Or is this like...
No, it's a
No,
sex
It's a thing.
it's definitely
It'd be a thing.
So
And
No, but I appreciate y'all having me.
Of course, no, we appreciate you.
Listen,
what?
I just needed to know. I just needed an invite. I'm sliding every time.
You're always
Every
welcome.
I literally texted him a couple days ago. I was like, can you fly to LA to be on our podcast? He was like, 1 second. Actually, I can. And now he's here.
And now
I was giving her like
he's
updates throughout the day. Like, okay, I'm gonna call you back in an hour. Call you back. I can do it once I break these tickets. I'm gonna call you back in an hour.
One thing Ant's gonna do is come through because
No, you even flew down for our anniversary
coming. For our
party.
anniversary.
Listen,
And then so much.
y'all got something going on. I'm coming.
Aw.
2 year
I'm
anniversary
there.
is happening,
I'm
and it's
there.
gonna be bigger
And I'm gonna be there.
and better.
And I'm gonna be there. So if you want to meet me, you can.
Yo,
You feel
there
me?
you
Be there.
go.
Come to
An
that.
Ant meet and greet.
Meet and greet.
We're gonna have a lot of our guests
Sneaky Leak
there
Pod.
at the anniversary, and they're gonna be meet and greet stations.
Easy.
Yes.
For each of our
Easy.
guests.
Come on.
Can you imagine? Oh my
Easy.
god,
That
that's
would be
funny.
I'm be signing backwood rappers. It's good.
Sensational.
Oh,
Not the
no,
backwoods
not
rappers.
backwoods.
Real quick.
Cookies hoodies.
Cookies hoodies.
Matter of fact, if you got the backwoods hoodie and sweats, do y'all remember them shit?
You are in them trenches if you own either of them.
If you got them, I'm signing them. I'm
you-
signing them front and back.
You are in them trenches. Don't talk to me if you had that on. 'Cause you might rob me.
They did rob me.
Facts.
They were robbing.
Nigga. That's cool Kai consumers.
We just had this conversation. We just had this conversation.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
You're not wrong though. You're not wrong. Like I feel like it's a lot of people that try to make those like no cool cars. I'm not knocking, but it's a lot of people that tried to make those like shoes that were really just like generic versions of something we already like.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted those to be like cutting edge, but like my nigga, that's a Jordan 1.
Yeah, that was the funny thing. We literally got into it, and I had said something about there being like dupes bootlegs, and replicas. And I said they all are in different categories, but we were like, for some reason that shoe was all three at the same time, and that's what made it weird. Because it was like you were trying to be a replica Jordan 1, but you were doing dupe colorways, but then you were doing completely bootleg shit that was like out of left part. So it was kind of like, oh.
It just looked like something that would have been on like a black TV show in the 90s, like My Brother and Me. You know, like I just got the new Goo Punches, you know, and it's the cool guys with the lightning bolt on the side.
You couldn't use an actual Jordan 1.
Yeah. Also, you a grown ass man. Did you really need lightning bolts on the side of your shoes? That's crazy.
Goo Punch.
Hey,
Goo Punch. I guess we the only old niggas that know that.
Fuck with that show.
Yep.
Hit me.
Alfie, can you teach me how to dance? Okay, yeah.
Are we done?
Let's get into what we're wearing.
What you got on, Hen?
Sorry, guys. I'm going to put down my fan for a sec.
If that's the buzzing you've been hearing.
Yes. I'm trying to cool down so we don't have it. I have on, I forget these ones' names. It's not Photo Blue, but it's Air Bacon's GS pair, like 20, I think, like 13, 14. I posted these on Twitter. Y'all went fucking nuts for them.
It was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you. The bacon.
Right back at it.
As I talk, I'll turn it off. As
Turns
I talk, I'll turn it off. For some reason, a lot of the good colors came in the small sizes back then. We don't see that much now, but back then they was cooking with the GS sizes and the colorways. I heard the bacons are coming back. I don't know if the ones coming back that everybody wants that I have as well. But I know the blue pair is coming back. That's what I heard. That's what I'm seeing. Like the royal blue pair. Like,
see, and that's that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Nike look at me in my face, and that's that shit I be talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all know what we wanted. We was asking y'all. Me and Henny was specifically asking
we
you
was in the
for
meeting.
the original red, black, and yellow pair, and look what you do. You go, we're gonna make it blue, and that's the shit I'm talking about.
Hopefully they will still do it, you know, because you know they be pulling shit up out the bag sometimes. They be like, quick strike, you know what I'm saying? But let niggas rock with that though. Don't make it just so limited, like, oh, only so many people can get it. No, that's the type of shit, the DNA, that let it sit for on the shelves for a second because they're gonna sell out. You just watch, and you can come back to us and you'll be like, man, them guys are really smart.
You guys are really smart.
Well, what else you got on?
Fast fashion, Max B, Supreme Tee. Me and Brenton are sharing this tee because we decided we both wanted it, and we were like, there's no point to buying two, but it's a large and it's a little big now. I feel a little hot in it, but whatever. I'll probably wear it one time, and now I want another one. He's gonna have to just get another one for me, and he can have this. I know. Please, babe, I love you. I don't just be bossing him around, y'all. I just have a bossy personality by nature sometimes, but I'm not. They know I'm not a bossy person. Like, I'm not like, do what I say. But yeah, that's really it. I'm really hot though. What do you have on, Elaina?
I have on Air Jordan 5 Supreme.
Nice. Cool.
I forgot what year these even came out.
15?
I was gonna say, was it 15, 16?
2016.
Yeah, something like that.
Ended up getting them at round 2. They ended up having, because like getting a 7 at that time was non-existent. So round 2 ended up having a 7, and I bought them. I actually wanted to sell them a while ago, and I never did. So now they're here today.
I think you should keep
my
them.
feet. I know. I think I might. I rarely wear 5s anymore, but
I want the metallic version of those.
Yeah, I love 5s and the metallic version of those.
Yeah. But yeah, the shoes I was trying to wear weren't my shoes.
I don't think they're anyone's shoes.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just some regular ass whatever leggings. I forgot the brands, and then I have a little aloe crop jacket. Aloe is fucking expensive.
I was about to say.
And I went in there for the first time like 2 weeks ago to buy outfits to go running, and I don't even want to talk about how much that shit was. I was like,
There was a sneaker girl who did like yoga and stuff. I forgot her name, but she ended up being like an aloe ambassador of some sort and like modeled for them and stuff. I forgot her name. If someone remembers, please let me know.
I don't know. If you want some more, there's this.
Oh, I definitely want some more. For sure. I feel like aloe is like the new like Lululemon.
Oh, it absolutely is.
And like whatever
And it's
Lululemon was
Lulu on my
doing
butt.
3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Absolutely. Even
Aloe's now.
But
more
like Aloe's
expensive.
even more expensive.
That's
That's
the
insane. I
Lululemon,
was like,
yeah.
yo, when I went in there, I got like this jacket. I got this cute little hair tie. And then I got a pair of leggings. And I really do like the leggings, but the price is crazy.
The hair tie had to be like $50.
It was like,
That's crazy.
It was like $40, and I was like, "Why did I pay for this?" Like, but it looked cute, and I got so many compliments on it at the Nike event.
That's so crazy.
See, I love that. I still work out in like all nylon, like it's 1995, nigga. With, like a headband on and shit.
Honestly, though, okay, but this is the thing. I'm actually like, I've gone through my phases of like gym, and when I was really hardcore working out, like prior to COVID, probably 2016 to 2019, like I had a bunch of workout clothes. A lot of them was Nike, some of it was Lululemon, and like I had those clothes and took care of them for a very long time, even though I was consistently using them. Like I barely had gotten rid of them, like probably just after COVID, and then I was like, I need new workout clothes.
Yeah.
So, and now the only thing is like workout clothes are so fucking expensive, like, so whatever. But what do you got on, Aunt?
I am wearing, for sneakers, I'm wearing the Cortez Hirachis, the pony hairs. I love these shoes.
I actually really like them more in person because I wasn't a fan seeing them online.
I love them so much.
Let's talk like we're from the UK.
Oh my god.
My UK accent isn't very good. It makes me sound like a ninny.
Oh, bloody hell. Those are nice.
My grandma's fresh brickle-brackle. Fiji wizards.
But why they eat beans for breakfast? Like,
that's
horrible.
But this is the thing. I'm native and I love me eggs and beans, or like a burrito with eggs and beans. But that's a different type of bean.
They
That's
be
a
having
different. They be doing
they be
weird
having
beans.
baked beans.
Seasoning.
Baked beans on y'all French fries.
Toast,
Crazy.
Like on toast is like.
No, you want to know what actually be bugging me, and then I'm not gonna talk no more shit because I fuck with Clint and
No,
all.
we fuck with Clint.
Absolutely.
And
That's
y'all,
the king
and I
of
ain't gonna lie, UK up right now.
They are. They are.
Slime, like
So, yeah,
Soldier Boy,
shout out to
y'all up
Slime,
right now.
yep.
But listen, but I ain't gonna lie, the hue of green in y'all like pea soup or whatever that is, that's alarming.
That is.
That's alarming.
Green in the
That's
pea
alarming.
soup.
That's alarming. And maybe it's just me having like color theory
Is it
under
like
my
this green?
belt.
Yep, something like that.
No,
Something
it's
like
more
this.
rich though.
It's brighter.
Yeah, it's
brighter.
like a cartoon.
You know what it is though? It's probably because their peas aren't like
All fucked up like
our
ours.
peas.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're right.
They ain't got all them fucking GMOs and shit in
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, I'm sticking with my peas then, cause
You said
I don't want those peas.
listen, they peas be the same color as like Nickelodeon slime. Like, it be
Oh,
kinda,
that's alarming.
I ain't gonna lie, that was an exaggeration. It don't be that green, but it's greener than I feel.
Yeah.
We eat black eyed peas. We don't eat
Listen.
them peas.
I'm dead.
Rice and peas. You feel me? Not
Rice and peas.
rice and peas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay. So I got on the Hirachis from Clint. I got on some French field worker pants, and my t-shirt's 45R.
Hat.
Oh, human made. Come on now.
Human made. I know you wear a lot of human made. I love it.
Love human made. Nigo is my favorite designer of all time. I think he's the greatest streetwear designer of all time. I met him.
Same. Really?
Oh, yeah, he came to the store. He came to the store,
So
yeah.
I met.
I would have
So
fainted. You think I would have fainted if I seen Benito? Oh my god, I would have died if I seen him.
it's like one of those things where you like you're there and you have to like maintain character because you want to be a peer. You don't
Yeah.
want to be a fan. And it was hella funny because when I was just starting there and I had made my name for like Bridging the Gap or like Human Made because at the time he was still kind of new for people.
Yeah.
So when he flew in, we found out they were coming. You know, I'm like kind of low key. Low key. I'm thinking like, okay, I'm just happy to be here. He gets there and they're like, yeah, Ant really sells all your Human Made. He can tell you what's going on with the brand. I was like, but I did. It was hella cool.
That's awesome.
It was hella cool. Nigo was hella cool. He actually is one thing he did that was kind of funny, and I felt like it was cool that he felt comfortable enough to like joke with me like that. So I mean, y'all know he don't really like bape or anything.
Yeah.
So I had a jacket that had a bape. I was wearing a Human Made t-shirt, but I had a jacket that had a bape logo on it. And my coworker's just like, yeah, Anthony, he loves Human Made. He's always wearing it. And I'm like standing next to Nigo, and he looks and he goes, almost.
That's exactly like the type of his where I love that.
I love it.
It's like slight simple. That's
it.
Nigo.
I loved it. I went home, threw away all my babe. Haven't owned any since. Nigo, I'll never touch it again, brother.
I'm weak as hell. I love that shit. Yeah. I love that.
No, I was so glad he was comfortable. Like, because like if we're cool, we gonna kind of roast each other. Yeah,
that's
almost. So.
Cute. Yeah. I love him.
Oh man. So I have on my alma mater Airships, which I believe were the sneaker of the year. Was it last year? Did they come out last year?
I think it was 2 years.
Year
ago.
before? Yeah, I think
that was on my list. Yeah.
Fucking fan.
Oh jeez. Pants are from Forever 21 because they're closing. I think I got these for like less than $10.
I know. I bought a little milkmaid dress.
They
were selling the furniture in Forever 21. That's how close they are.
The fixtures and stuff.
Oh, they the new Wet Seal.
They're damn.
All those Lululemon.
It's all
Forever 21's Wet Seal. Let's go. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
I actually need to hit up
that like Kanye line's gonna be like an ancient thing now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kanye's an ancient thing.
The
man we knew was Kanye's.
I will give you that.
Girl. We don't even have to go there.
My sweater is from Walt Disney World, the All-Star Resort Hotel that they have there.
Is that the sports one?
Yeah.
I stayed there my senior year.
Yeah. It's sports and they have
Is
it sports, music, and something else?
It's so
But we
cute
still
when
started
you walk
sports
through
one.
it.
Yeah, it was cute. So all of us,
Did you
me,
go for like
my brother,
senior night?
and what's it
No,
called?
I actually went with my cheer squad for New Year's. I cheered with like a couple hundred or 1,000 like other cheerleaders at the opening of the Capital One Bowl on New Year's Day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was really cool. And we went down there. We got put up at the Disney Hotel and everything. I spent New Year's Eve under that big hat at Epcot, but yeah, it was like a whole thing my senior year. It was really cool.
Nice.
Damn, that's hella tight.
Oh yeah. Glasses, Ray-Bans sponsor me. Shit.
Yeah.
Can't even talk about pickups because I don't know what the fuck.
I have a bunch of pickups.
You
One of them wasn't my size,
do.
but shout out Jennifer at Saucony once again sent me a shit ton of shoes. She sent me like 3 different type of running shoes. I'm not privy to the name, but one looks like a trail runner, one looks like a more like relaxed run, and one looks like something for like more speed. They look really cool, very light, very comfortable. I can't wait to try them out. Thanks, Jen.
Yeah, give us a
Shout
review.
out Saucony. Yeah, give you guys. I want those other ones though. She had told me about these Keith Haring ones coming out. I was like, oh my god. They sent a pair, but it wasn't my size. I don't know whose size they are.
That's nobody.
I was trying to wear them today for the pod. I'll post a picture. Almost. I'll post a picture because I took a fucking photo of them like they were mine. but they're very cute, so I'm hoping I can actually get my right size because I actually really like the details on them and the color. I like the white with the.
Nice.
I think they're very adorable. So
Cutesy.
that was my pickups. I'm trying to think. Oh, actually, you know what I bought last night is the Ohana Hatake cherry blossom slides.
Okay.
Oh, you got another pair.
Well, I bought them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
What colors you get this time?
the pink ones. It's like a cherry blossom colorway.
Oh, I
So they
didn't
just
see
came out because
such.
they have like a hot pink when they did all those other colors, but
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a pretty light pink. So I seen those and I ended up buying them. I was like, I was like, this will go with my bikini by the pool.
There you go.
So
When it gets hot.
yes.
Have you picked up anything yet? What's your recent purchase?
Dude, does it have to be like sneakers? Can it just be
No,
like,
what have you
Whatever
done
it is.
Oh
recently?
my
That's
god!
cool. Let
The
us
most
know.
recent thing that I got that I was like so excited for is I found a really I thrifted a really good worn pair of Visum loafers.
Oh.
They were like perfect. Shouts out to Marche, 1319 Marche in Oakland on Lakeshore. Yeah,
Is it like a vintage shop?
It's a vintage
Okay.
shop. They were actually featured in the LV guide to the Bay Area. They're like
nice.
they're like that. Yeah, Marco.
Yeah.
Marco
So they got like
Attire.
hidden type gems, like really good pieces like that. Okay.
I mean, I don't even know if it's hidden. They've got like I went in there and bought like an Above the Rim record. From them,
nice.
And the I Know Nego record.
Okay,
From them. But
yeah.
then I bought like shoes and some other stuff.
I love shopping in the Bay, to be honest. Like what people don't realize, like that aren't from California, is that the Bay is so much more of a fashion-forward city than LA could ever be.
Really?
Like ever. LA wishes they could dress like the niggas in the Bay. I'm so sorry. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Aunt. You know what I'm talking about because we had this conversation.
I think to this, I can hear what you're saying, but I think to this this point, we've talked about weather. You've talked about the difference.
That's the unlock. That's the unlock. That's the unlock.
That's the thing. It's like New York and them, their fits be hitting different because they can layer up. Like I would die. Do you see her with this fan on this couch?
What to do?
Oh my God! Like I don't know how Janelle's in this long. Like even right now, like I'm wearing a bra under this. Like I don't have shirts under my clothes half the time.
But LA is also more of a trendy city compared to the Bay too, though.
1,000%.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Bay Area is a lot of like personal style.
Actual style.
And I always
having actual style.
Yeah, there's no
niggas here just be trendy
culture. There's no
that's all
reason. There's no reason for you to wear capital or
there's probably no
Dior or.
I mean, the way we see like all the trendy stores down Melrose, when you have like Pretty Little Thing, you can get fashionable delivered to your door day of. Like everything is like really very so much more fast fashion available here with like out.
Correct.
You have to be way more deliberate in the Bay Area, and then I always say everything changes almost every 5 years. So it'll be stores that you can go and get everything at that'll disappear, and now you have to kind of like reinvent how you access certain things or like change what it is that you're accessing. And so it just is it's a really awesome place for, like I said, personal style, which is why I think like vintage in the Bay Area is
and also Levi's from the Bay too. And we got to think about like even like the whole thing of like orange tabs now, how everybody wants orange tabs and stuff. Like
for Levi when he was up that way.
Shout out to Khan. That's my dog. He was locked in. And that'd be the other thing for me. Like I really appreciate when people come into the Bay Area and they really like take it on. You know, because like you can come there and just be comfortable, but you're not gonna see none of the stuff you think you gonna see because it's not I say like, oh, it's not for show, it's not like a movie. Like, you're either like in the culture and you was there when it happened, or you not and I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
how long have you been there now?
In the Bay?
Yeah.
I'm from there.
Oh, wait, where'd you say he?
So Richmond is part of the Bay.
Not Richmond, VA, Richmond, CA.
That's okay. When she said that, okay, that threw me off.
Nah, different type of country boy.
So Richmond is part of the Bay.
Excuse me. Okay.
Most people know it for Coach Carter, but don't quote that movie to me.
I'm dead.
Like Rancho Cucamonga with Friday.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, the Cucamonga Cracker Killers.
I'm weak as hell.
Hey, that was a good ass team name. I used to name my Madden teams that back when you could had a fantasy team and like Nano team. Cracker Killers, Cucamonga. We coming through.
Excuse me. Sorry. Should we get into a little bit of sneaker news that we haven't really?
I mean, we can. There's some stuff like
tiny,
we haven't really talked about. I don't know if we want to talk about.
I mean, we can talk about these new Jordan RMs.
7 RMs.
7 RMs.
Oh my God, yeah.
The re-release of the racing shoe, that joint. Oh, is that what we talking? Wait, let me see.
No, you gotta see them first. You gotta see them.
I was gonna say because I know they're putting out that. I think I know that I saw that they're putting out like that low top trainer that they had back in the early 2000s. They're gonna re-release that.
Whoa, wait.
What shoe you talking about?
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
What's going on over here?
I'm like, I don't remember the name because I didn't like the shoe.
This is a cute little color.
But there's like this like Jordan, like I don't even know, it's like a trainer. It had like a strap, I think, in the front.
Oh, this is the sorry.
No, you're fine. I have to I don't have my phone.
Okay. Oh, it's charging. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have my phone, so I just find it.
Actually, not to get off track, but New Balance is kicking off Gray Day in May.
Oh, yeah.
With a month-long journey of gray sneakers.
Come on.
I know that's right.
Wow.
I saw that this morning. I ain't gonna lie. I like. My favorite thing about New Balance is that they're not trying to compete with anybody to be the youngest brand.
I agree.
They just gonna be
DNA.
old and they're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like I meant that in a good way. Like,
But I think there's always gonna be a market for them because even before like it became trendy to wear New Balance and like the dad shoe, there was always a market for that shoe. Like regardless of it being popular or whatever, or people finding out that it's comfortable. Like there were people already buying that shoe, and that's why that shoe has stayed. Like certain shoes have stayed in that rotation for years.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. And I mean, they probably could be bigger, but they're like a small company that like is almost like turned into straight, like kind of small, which I think is what makes their shoes also come off so cool and exclusive because they just aren't big enough to to oversaturate the market with one design. You know what I mean? They have to kind of produce and stuff like that.
So the official name of the sneaker is confirmed to be the Jordan MVP 92. The Air Jordan 7 RM is set to launch in fall 2025.
It's just like a low top 7.
Why does it look like an Air Max 90 like tab?
It looks like a True Flight.
It does.
It does have the Air Max 90.
Oh wow,
tab.
it does.
With the Jordan, I don't like that. I don't like this Jordan next to this
Nike Air.
Yeah, like that looks weird. It's
That's
like
hella
it's doing
crowded.
too much.
And then you got this shit at the bottom too coming up, so that's just like even more like.
That'd be my question sometimes with like, or that'd be my problem sometimes with like
And then
design teams.
I don't like this.
I feel
the
like
flight.
Nah, I don't like anything about this. I feel like they get too deep into like brand guides and having to have like when it's kind of like, you know, like you guys made up that rule. There's nothing like making you keep it that way other than you guys not letting yourselves like be creative and make like harmonious decisions.
I wonder, because this is funny to me. Like, okay, think about like the Nigel 4RM, right? The first one, like the green one, right? And think about how subtle it is in certain spots with branding, right? And think about the price point and think about how exclusive it is, right? Then you look at a shoe like this.
With a bunch of extra shit.
That's only $110 or something like that, they
probably
said?
more than likely.
And
with a newly designed heel plate.
And it's like you're putting all this shit on there. It's like you're purposely making it look poor. Like, I don't know. It feels like that.
What's crazy to me, though, is like I was really thinking about like, you know, people saying all the shoes that we're sitting, the things that we don't want. But like I was really thinking about like sustainability in a weird way, and I'm like, is this like all this extra shit that they're just putting out like going to waste? Like, where is this going in the long run? Like, and we both agreed and not to come off like that or say. But you know, these give like unfortunately the Mexican Jordan, the Hispanic Jordan.
We ain't bad.
You know the ones
I definitely thought like, oh yeah, Migo J's.
Migo J's,
Migo J's. That's what we call it in the bay. Call Migo J's.
I said working Hispanic class. Yeah, so that's what I said.
There's specific like type of Jordans, like the flights and the ones that you know look like they're supposed to be like an OG, but they're just slightly off.
You can get like authentic pairs of those at like Durant in East Oakland.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like this is for. Look, Sally's is gonna have these too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, they
you can
gonna
get
have
authentic
these too.
pair of those at like flea markets where they sell like fake shit.
It's just too much going on with like it wants to be a 7 and then it has this weird side panel. It has too much going on the heel. Like it's.
And I hate tongues that say flight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's like it gives like that flight always isn't the.
And
the
like
give us a low 7.
And to some degree, Jordan, either give me a low 7 or make a different shoe.
Yeah,
like you kind of like. I feel like sometimes that's why Jordan don't win because it's kind of always trying to use like paneling from something we always like and we're gonna mix it in with this and this and that as opposed to just like, you know, you like, yo, Tinker didn't go back and look, you know, wasn't like taking the 1 and the 2 and making the 3. He was giving you something completely different every time. And I know that like fusion era was like a thing, but I think like we're past the idea that like all Jordans need to have some
this
DNA
like DNA of that, right?
Yeah.
Like who said we have to stay in this space?
That's what I was talking about with like these brand guys. Like I feel like you guys have decided that these are the rules and now y'all can't go past them, but like you made that up.
Yeah.
And I don't have to buy that because you made that up.
But let me tell you though, I will say this. I would not be surprised if we see hella of these pairs just randomly. Because like when I'm downtown LA, sometimes, especially when I lived here, you know, because there's a lot of people that are down there that are just like actual workers, construction workers, people who drive buses, like whatever. And I always see hella
like
Team J's on people
I feel like
that.
this black and white one, but it looks better.
I bet we'll see those hella in the streets.
That's because you can get them for $39.99.
You feel me? They'll go on sale at these stores.
Marshall.
You know, Ross, those outlets. You're going to see people in these shoes. Maybe not like, you know, our friends, but like,
you know, our friends.
Yeah.
But see, these then become the shoes that they really make their money off.
They really will make money off of shit like this. Yeah, 100%.
They don't, I mean, the big department stores are exactly where they make their money.
Because like, I mean, not
Monday through Friday business, hell yeah.
But like, if they're waiting for them to go on sale and they're hitting these other cheaper markets, how much money are they making?
Here's the thing is, it doesn't matter at that point because the retailer has to buy it at a certain price.
Okay.
Yeah, so that doesn't even matter. It's the retailer that's
selling money back.
Yeah, it's the retailer.
It's the retailer, and you know how Nike do, or how these, you know, just all brands do. If you want some of the good stuff,
you gotta
have to take about 50 of the weak stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like
when we used to do our buys, we would have had to at least buy 12 pairs of those?
12 pairs of
at
those.
least 12?
At least. I would have had to have a
yeah.
size run. We would have knew it wasn't gonna do nothing.
Do shit.
We probably would have sold.
We probably
one
would have
pair.
been like, "Hey, Jen, can we send these back?"
Yeah,
ASAP?
and then,
Like,
we would have
that
probably had to
is.
talk about like a swap out or something else, just because it would have just been eaten up.
But that's because with doors like Stash, it don't work. But like a door like Foot Locker, it might.
Yeah,
would.
she
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Foot Locker,
So,
Shoe
like,
Pavilion.
Yeah, WSS.
Even like
Like,
kids Foot Locker.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
shit like that,
A
it might
kid
go
that
up.
don't have no rules yet, that don't understand like style, and it just ain't mattering to him. You know, Spider-Man sneakers are fashionable at a certain age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Still
that
are.
type of thing
What?
will
Still
like,
are
rock.
fucking the
She said, "What are you talking about?"
What you mean?
You know first off, now you know I'm not talking about the kid Spider-Man. I'm talking about the Spider-Man.
We ain't talking about no cool Spider-Man's, bitch.
The Spider-Mans with just the two
Talking about
straps
them
over
straps,
there.
bitch.
With just the two straps, nigga.
You
Just
feel
the
me?
two straps over the
Is that how the strap be?
Because I will too.
the Velcro, the motherfuckers that sound like you tearing them.
Yeah.
That sound like you tearing them open every time you take
Yeah.
them off.
Them straps. It be lit in the straps a little
Oh
bit
my
because we've
God,
been
yeah.
worn too many times.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be lit and dirt and all
And
them
dirt,
straps.
hella dirt in there. Yep.
What? Come on, man.
Those are the Spider-Mans we
Yeah,
talking
them-
about.
yeah.
We didn't get to talk about the Vandies.
The
The new Vandies that are coming out.
I'm obsessed with these.
They're really nice.
I
like them.
saw those. I did not know those were Vandies.
Yeah,
I saw that yellow bag.
Yeah, the yellow's nice.
Yeah, the
I'm
yellow
loving
pair
the
is-
pink,
I think the
but
yellow
I
pair
think
is
because the
fire.
yellow has like the pink on the heel tab.
Yeah, you get a
Like,
little bit
it's
of
a little
everything.
That detail.
Yeah.
I think they're both adorable. There's a little bit of brown.
I love that red on the pink though.
Oh, the laces.
I love
Yeah.
because also Vandy the Pink is like, and I don't want to. I hope I don't offend when I said it, but I'll be like Vandy the Pink is like evidence that like no, streetwear's not like dead.
No, not at all.
The like original roots of streetwear are still happening. Just there's so much noise on
Yeah.
the internet.
And
You know.
also, like, people that were, streetwear has definitely evolved.
For sure.
A lot
Yeah.
of people that were
For
running
sure.
the streetwear scene 10 years ago have really evolved into, like, a higher fashion type of streetwear or even beyond that. I mean, we see it with Tyler. We see it with ASAP. I mean, even, like, with Nigo and everything, it's just kind of evolved into a different scene. But, like, seeing Vandy, how we were talking about, do, like, the really cool bootleg stuff
Yeah.
in the beginning and then
Yeah.
now have like stuff like this where it's like the brands are like really fucking with you. Like I have he did a multicolored Louis Vuitton Air Force One. He was just doing like, I have those and they were from Vandy, but I was like, I don't have any like Vandy print on it, but like I always like kept those, but to see him like actually working with like bigger brands is really cool.
No, I thought that was so dope. Just because, I think there was a lot of talk just about like streetwear being dead, but I also think like the internet is full of people that think they doing whatever they doing and not. So you think you in the streetwear, but you're not. You're just into like the energy you get from like your following or like you know what I'm saying, society. You think you in the sneakers, but no, you're really into the energy. That's why the gray market is even a thing. Why people like, I can buy a fake. Yeah, because you're into the energy, and that's why I can't respect it, because you kind of like you like a wannabe, like you know. Because if it was about the thing, or you just really like this designer, or like you just really like that silhouette, then you would just save up and get it. You know what I mean? Like most shoes are obtainable. They may not be the price they originally were, but if it means something, if anything means something to you, then you're gonna pay for it. If you're just trying to have it, well, you just want that energy.
You just want the.
never thought
You want what it
about
comes
that.
with.
You want what it comes
Yeah,
with.
Absolutely.
You're fresh in Vans old schools.
Yeah.
Most outfits work.
Oh,
with
yeah.
those
Especially
easily.
in California.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the idea that you need them to like be cool, that's
No.
You've already missed the point.
I didn't think about
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Right. That's untrue. So
You can't speak on streetwear if that's all you care about.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I think it ties back to earlier when you were just like, every 5 years in Oakland, you got to figure out somewhere, not necessarily somewhere else to go, but I think a lot of people are lazy when it comes to finding like hidden gems or good spots. Like people just want like the quick, I seen this on TikTok, I seen this on Instagram, I seen someone else post
Yeah,
this.
the
And that's
instant
really cool.
gratification
Yeah, the
that you
instant
said,
gratification. And that's awesome to find places like via that. Because I do too. But it's really awesome to find like your own little spots where you can find your own pieces and your own style and like make those relationships with your local sneaker stores or whatever it is.
Personal style's a lifelong refinement. You're never done.
It really is.
You're
It's always
never done.
evolving.
Yeah.
You're never done. You want to
You're
be
never
stylish.
done.
You want to have taste. Like that's always going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the day you decide you're gonna take a break, all right, you're out. Like
See ya.
Do what you want with that information.
Do with that what you will.
Because you ain't gonna catch me on no bad day. I promise you.
I'm dead.
Catch me.
But
shit.
these Dandy Asics, they are the Gel Nimbus 10.1 collaboration. They debuted in Japan during Atmos Con, and there's a global release expected later this summer.
Fucking Atmos Con.
So cute. These are like banana split, I think they said, or something like that.
Cute.
Like that's why the
I
little.
forgot. I interviewed him at a
Yeah,
eBay
you
booth
did,
at
at the
Complex
eBay
Con
thing.
2 years ago. I forgot about that.
And it's his everything Vandy does is just always like felt fun.
It does. It
You
feels
know,
really
like
fun.
it doesn't.
The burger thing
Yeah,
for a while.
yeah. Like he's very deliberate, and obviously takes it very serious. But it doesn't feel like serious.
It
You know what I
doesn't.
mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Jeremy Scott kind of had energy like that. They're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like a playground almost.
Yeah. I mean, it's streetwear. Like there's a definite like
Kid Super's kind of like that.
there's
Kid Super has that
serious
energy.
unseriousness about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I that's dope. I'm so excited for shit like that.
Yeah, good for him.
We didn't talk about the white cement force dropping at the Bench Chili Bowl.
I
Even
feel
though by the
like
time this comes out,
I was about to say. I
it'll be
feel like it's
ago.
very old.
Yeah, by the time this comes out.
Shout outs to y'all who got them. Good for you guys.
Because wait, they dropped that All-Star weekend too.
Well, but they come out on the 25th of May though.
Oh, then this is
that'll be-
definitely.
So y'all got
this will
time
definitely be
because
out.
I ain't gonna miss them.
Yeah, you're like, I'ma have them.
I'm gonna be having
I'm
things.
debating if I want a pair or not.
I
have
do
some
because
things.
the last time they came out, I was only able to get a 6.5, and that ain't
I
my size.
definitely
So
want a
I be
pair.
suffering when I wear mine.
Listen, 4 sit on my pinky toe like a Margiela tabby, and I'm still about to get this
I
My shit be out there like,
Nigga.
whoo.
I need.
Girl, you taking tabbies off the toes or it be separated. You be like,
Your pinky toe be like this. The rest of your toe be up here. Your pinky toe be doing the for real.
God damn.
That's hilarious.
Them tabbies be doing a number.
I'm sad. Wait, you sent this earlier, huh?
Cortez.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing.
Max
So I think they're gonna pull
85s.
up in. So they did London today. They're gonna pull up in New York in like a couple of days. I think they're gonna be on the bus in in New York. I think this is the New York announcement.
Saturday, April 26th. So by the time this comes out, this is already passed.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh yeah, definitely.
Those are
April,
fire.
yeah.
And Clint,
Yeah.
Clint, I like that you got the Alcatraz on there. You ever
Yeah.
listen? You want to come to the city?
Yeah.
Holla at me. Look, I got you.
Let's up, Clint,
Can I
bro.
be honest?
What's up?
Oh, is that what's on the tab?
Yeah, it's Alcatraz.
it's Alcatraz.
They
Why
use
did
it
they
as
put-
they use it as branding.
Yeah,
Why?
it's like the. I mean, that's what the
It's just one of their
I think that was like the original logo. that he did.
yeah.
Like the first thing he did was like.
And then
put
it was
that
the
logo.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to know what his significance to Alcatraz is.
It's probably just like the whole story of Alcatraz and
Yeah.
like branding through that. That's what
Yeah.
I would assume.
Because Alcatraz is like super significant within the indigenous community.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it would be dope too. Like if like.
Did it something there?
Yeah, but I'm always thinking like in like
shit.
activations. And,
That'd
like,
be crazy.
events.
On Alcatraz, it'd
Look,
be
Can
you-
crazy.
That would be so
Well,
scary because it's like
well,
haunted.
the thing is like in Yo
Is that
Joe
even
Blow probably
possible?
not, but he's Clint.
That would be
like he could probably do it. Now, don't get me
That's
wrong,
scary.
Alcatraz like
Nike
I know-
could pull it off
But this is the thing, Alcatraz is kind of in the middle of the water.
in the middle
Yeah.
of the
so
water.
it's not really something that like is hella accessible. So
And
it may
it's
not pay off
haunted.
to be there. But if you want like a haunted kind of island thing, come back, go to Alameda. You can
True.
get kind of the same
True.
vibes. And in Alameda, there's a lot of space to do like build out. So you can like build something out. I mean, that's what they
You
did
talking
with the,
too much. They're about to start writing all this down.
It's all right. Listen, if I see,
We know where it came from.
but look, I'm gonna be
Right.
there. I'll be outside.
I'm dead.
So I honestly have not liked any shoe that Cortez has done.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't shoes that I felt like I need. Yeah, I want to talk about.
I thought it was talking about these, but
Nah, yeah. I want to talk about these because we were talking about these.
We were talking shit.
But
Oh.
I haven't been like, oh my God, I need to get these, but I don't hate them that he's dropped. Like the shoes that he's dropped.
Like I think it's, and I always will think it's cool that like people get these collaborations.
Yeah.
But like personally, I would never wear any of them.
okay. But see, this is why I think it was
The moment I saw anything by him, I fell in love immediately.
This is why, but this
Immediately
is why
I fell in
tight.
love.
Air Maxes mean more to the UK than
Absolutely.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
no, that was perfect, and they was chasing them all over London for.
I
it.
thought that was
heard,
amazing.
yeah.
I think the campaign.
I thought that was like, I thought that was like so original and
authentic to the brand
where they were from, and then to show up with like a Huarache and really like
he killed the
that's
Huarache.
what I'm saying. And
he
it made
killed
me
the
like
Huarache.
I thought I wanted the gray ones until I saw the black ones.
I like the gray
I was
ones.
sick when I thought they was only in New York.
he killed that
I was
Huarache.
like, man, that's how they do me. But I got him.
I got him.
But
we need more of that energy though. Like I get my whole thing with this 95. The only thing I got to say about this 95 is that I don't understand why it didn't come out with the other 95s when he dropped 3 fucking other 95s a year ago or a year and a half ago. You feel me?
It probably has something to do with the contract. You know how Nike.
I know it'd be different, but like I love the energy of where we went with the Huarache. Like don't get it fucked up. I have the 95s. I have the pink pair. You feel me? I gave a pair to Stacy. Remember?
Right. That's right.
But
shouts out to Stace.
Shout out to Stace. But it's like I feel like we're moving backwards when I see this. Because like don't get it fucked up. This is a good shoe. Like I like this shoe. Me and Britton already have set aside we're getting this shoe. But it's just like it's not enough for me as far as like what the Huarache gave, if that makes any sense.
Because to me, this looks like just a freaking all black shoe.
But I feel like,
hates all black
but see, I feel like
too.
this one is probably going to be the catch-all.
What?
You know, like at first when Nike releases anything with like a new person, they'll have it be like super limited. So no one, like the unions.
Yeah.
No one touched those first union ones unless you was in LA.
Yeah, we did.
That's what I'm saying. Look, I know where my homies got them from.
Yeah.
One where we was at, unless you was in LA, which is totally acceptable for us.
Which is why we were just talking about the last episode,
Yeah.
like why the price on these ones that recently came out aren't like the price on the first ones.
Because
that
they
came
the catch-all.
Yeah.
Now that everybody want a pair, ain't had a pair, got to touch a pair,
Yeah.
we gonna give y'all exactly what y'all want, and everybody gonna get their pair.
That's true, that's
the
true.
company gonna eat. Y'all gonna be happy. Now again, I think we put a lot of like stake in like what the resale price is to figure out if it's rare or not. Yeah. And I feel like sometimes that presents a narrative that may not all the way be true. And I only take that into consideration when you think of like Air Max 1s. Air Max 1s never trend up. First year and a half, first year 2. You try to buy that same Air Max 1 3 years from now, it's gonna be $400.
Yeah, it don't change.
It's gonna be $400.
No.
And in a lot of ways with sneakers, a lot of this stuff was like time made them cost what they cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the stuff that we talking about, like
For
up here, we
sure.
got them at outlets. No, when they first came out, especially at the beginning, there wasn't like this culture and industry that just like descended. So like things had to become affordable. Whereas now, like, no, I'm there. I got it. It's good. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's just this like I think sometimes with that we get a little thrown off. Like, is this sneaker good?
Yeah.
That's why you always gotta buy what you like.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I think people are also like really quick to run to stock and like check the price and see the value before, and then like decide if they want it based on should I get it now?
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, if you can get any shoe at retail, just get it.
If you
get
like it,
it.
if you dead ass
Yeah,
like it,
just
and you
get it
can
at
get it at
retail.
that, I agree.
Yeah. Do you know how many
Do
payment
that.
plans they got now? If you really,
But that's the fundamental
if that's really
difference.
something.
Yeah.
That's the fundamental difference between like
There you go.
sneakerheads then and now.
But when we be in this shit for so long, some of us at least, like we can look at something and know what it's gonna do. Like
That's
off
true.
Off
rip.
rip.
Yeah.
Off fucking
Off rip.
Well, you've
rip.
seen it for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes history does repeat itself.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look at Jordan, look at Bread Ones. It definitely repeats itself.
And it's literally
Over
restocking
over
again.
and over
This
and
year.
over and over again. And I needed to because I missed out on the first one.
Same.
And I don't want to pay $5. I will.
Are they? That's
but
what they're at right now?
They for $9. They about $5. Dog.
I mean, retail was like $250.
They about, yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. That's like
also-
double. You can't. That's
that's like the first
should
bread
just
one I
know,
haven't
bro.
gotten
You've been around
since
for
like
Oh.
forever. Like I've gotten every time it's dropped in like the last
18? 18 was the last one? Or 16?
I only have to have it too because like I got rid of all my other Jordan ones because I only want the 85 silhouette. Like, that cut is just perfect.
It's
I
better.
don't need nothing else.
We went and visited Barlow's today. He had the most pristine actual 85 I've ever seen in
our
here
life.
in my life.
It
Like in
As he should.
fucking
As he
stain.
should.
He's like, that's not a lost and found. That's a real one. I was like,
it looked so good. It looked like a lost and
yeah.
found.
I was
that's how
like,
good
are
it
you?
was.
It swear
it looked
to
so
God.
good. It looked like a lost and
real
found.
nice.
It was insane. Like
It was
I've
in pristine
seen I've
condition.
come across a lot of 85s at like a lot of shops. I've seen a lot in like a lot of places like flea markets. It's that always this like that was the nicest 85 I've ever
seen.
fucking seen.
I
I want to
agree.
see
Had
it
to be dead
because
stock.
the one.
I should have took a picture. I'm
Yeah, I was
sorry.
gonna say I wish I could see it. The
Yeah.
only other one I've seen that was good was Daryl's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Daryl had a good. I remember Daryl used to wear his.
Daryl has good, clean pair.
That pair wasn't even worn.
Yeah, this pair looked like it was straight out the fucking box.
It's Barlow's. If anybody has a wearable, pristine pair of 85s, it's him.
Yeah, it looked like it was straight out the box. Like seriously, it was.
Sure. I don't even know if he had the box.
Yeah, it was amazing. I will say that it was. But
well, I think we should get into it.
Oh yeah,
do you want to
do it?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do we want the other bottle?
Yeah, let's get the other bottle.
Oh, okay.
Let's get the other bottle.
I mean,
already?
Here, yeah.
Thank you, cocktail waitress. I got you.
You hooked it up. You feel me?
Well, while
Hostess
Elaina
with
gets
the
the other bottle, then please tell the people who you are, what you do.
Okay, I'm a super modest.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
That's
and
my
I like long
dog.
walks to the coffee shop.
My moon is a Libra.
Really?
My rising is a Libra.
Oh my God.
So much
Libra
Libra
placement.
energy.
Do you have Libra in your placement, E?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Hell no.
That's okay. We still love you.
Aquarius and we get along. I have 10 Libras in my life that are my best.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not 10,
Libras were great. We're great. We just
I'm very close with Libras.
should have balanced.
Oh Lord, I hope it tastes good.
She said, "Oh, it's a twist top. Maybe
twist top.
Twist off.
That's true. But some twist tops be fire in the natural wine space.
For sure.
Oh, no course.
For
Okay.
sure.
Crazy.
For sure.
Lord, it's a twist top.
This is my fault though,
Is
because I
that a
picked
twist top? Get your bag. Let's go find you a home.
Sorry.
A white refrigerator.
Is that a white refrigerator?
Benini leaks.
Get your purse, honey. Let's go find you a home.
No, I can't talk.
I forgot that you be watching Real Housewives, bro. I forgot.
That shit be hilarious.
White refrigerator is
Listen.
such a fucking
It's so
classic.
neat.
It was
Climb.
Listen,
So
that
neat.
shit had
A
me.
white refrigerator.
And
The entire country
Right.
was.
Get your bag, honey.
After
Let's go
that,
find
everyone
you
was
a
like,
home.
"Oh, that's significant support."
But it really is.
The thing is,
No,
we are.
because my
The thing is,
fridge
we
is
already.
white.
The thing is, we already.
We need to upgrade y'all. Y'all got a nice spot though.
It is nice.
The thing is, she didn't
But the
say
three
nothing we
bedrooms
already
don't.
knew, but how she said it, we wasn't going back. We wasn't going. She said, "Get
was,
your
like,
purse.
embarrassing.
Let's go find you a home. Get this white refrigerator out of my. We moving. We moving the fuck now."
You know what the reason
Iconic.
the recent Housewives read that I had seen, and she was like, "Bitch, you live on a main street. I don't want to live on a main street." I was like,
Yes,
"Oh,
you live on a main
Lord."
street.
She
Was
said,
it
"You were on with the fucking peasants on the main road."
Was it Beverly Hills?
I think so. I seen a clip. I was dead. I was like, "Oh damn, the main
She
street."
used to be on Kim Helmet too. That bitch
Girl.
said, "Cheers to the girls' weekend. We gonna stay in your friend's room."
Girl. Kim needed somebody on her ass though.
Oh my god.
Hey yo, when she was trying to sing, that bitch said, "Whoa,
Oh my god, no. With her fucking cigarette.
Oh, that was what an era.
Oh my god,
Era, man.
Hey, yeah, no, that was when reality TV was like hella good.
Wait, who was it? Was it
Oh,
Jada
shit.
Sports or was it that when we tried to
Remember
spin
when we did the Real Housewives stuff? And then Manny was like,
us.
no.
It was us. And I was like, oh man,
The Georgia Peach.
That was actually funny though.
that was hella funny.
That was funny.
That was funny.
We did
Thank
numbers.
you.
We
That
just-
was funny.
That was funny. We just didn't control our own approval.
Yes. But me and Ed was back there like,
I'm like,
nah, this shit's
I'm like,
funny.
that's hilarious.
so perfect.
This is so cultural. Everyone's gonna get it, except for our boss.
If we had an actual editing and camera crew, we could have did that so
No,
fucking good.
that was a good idea. Like, we did well.
That
We should
shit.
still do a fucking.
I still have the video. It's
We
hilarious.
posted it on our
Yeah, y'all
personal-
posted
yeah, we
it.
posted
It was great. It was great.
Oh, what a
To everyone except our boss. She
She was like, no.
was just like,
Oh my god.
she wasn't even like, no. She just didn't. It was like she didn't even know what the fuck she was looking at. Like it was like one of those things where it's like once you see somebody's face, you be like, or I got this unboxing that Janelle did.
And she's like that.
And she's like, okay, yeah. We can work with that. Now that's good work, Anthony.
This other shit.
Took my whole shit. I was gonna post on my own page.
Yo, that was really fucking funny though.
I thought Heather like too ethnic.
So y'all are too real. We've been told this today for the second time. We're just too real.
We're too real.
We're too real, apparently.
We're too
We gotta dial it back.
Oh yeah, this is what.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Fuck. So it's not good. No.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Sorry, that was a big fuck. That was just like fuck. Sorry.
It doesn't have like a lot of flavor.
It's not bad, but
it's not bad.
It's not
like
it's
the last
not like
one we had
giving.
was like very flavorful.
It's not. I don't feel like it says fermented. Like it doesn't sit on the skins as long.
Yes.
Look at us having a wine podcast now. Like,
I'm like trying to get this shit hitting for real quick.
He's like, let me see.
This shit hitting
I
for
don't
real
believe
quick.
you. Let me check.
No, we do natural wine.
No, we pulled up the Barlow's today, and he pulled out the natural wine too. As soon as we got in, he said, "Look, I got some."
He said he
I'm
buys
like,
a
all
decanter
right.
every week because he breaks it.
Look. Y'all wanna have a time with me? Nah, wait, hold on. I remember I took you to one of the most popping natural wine bars, and you and Kev made me take y'all to Make Weston. Listen, for people in the Bay, I took them to bar part-time. They made me take them to Make Weston.
It wasn't because of the wine, though. Let's be honest.
It wasn't because of the wine.
I think that night it just wasn't giving what it needed to give.
It was like a Saturday night, and BPT be kind of white up in there on Saturday.
And here's
That's
the
the vibe I got when you kind of made.
But here's the thing, like I don't mind a white vibe if it's like a cool white vibe. You know what I'm saying?
No. If it was cool, I wouldn't call it a white vibe.
Yeah.
Too many.
But see, here's the thing. I know you go to places that are cool, and I think that particular night it just wasn't hitting as it usually hits. Because I know this nigga be having a time.
I don't really like going. This is why I don't really care for going out on Saturdays. Is because everybody, all the corporate people, all the corporate corny people that's at work, they're not going out on Friday after work because they ain't got that. They don't live like that. They're saving all that up for Saturday, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna be in the space, and they're gonna be mucking it up with their boring bullshit, and all of the entertainment is catered to those type of people.
Yes, no, that's very true.
You know what I'm saying? When you go out on Fridays, you get the more
Friday is a little bit different.
Fridays
you
way
right.
different for sure.
You right.
So I wanted y'all to see it just because BPT is like a crazy juxtaposition just in terms of like what's going on there, and they only serving natural wine.
Yeah.
But like next time we gonna go on Friday.
We gonna go on Friday next time. Have a good nigga time.
Yeah, we gonna buy 9.
A good nigga white time for the cool white.
Good nigga time.
I wish we can. Dang, I wish we could make that the
Named that the title. I know, even with like with Barlow's matcha
nigga.
Hey, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Also, matcha niggas, y'all better watch y'all mouths, man. Y'all getting real reckless with how y'all talking about us coffee niggas. Chill out. We not asking for y'all back. Y'all can go, but y'all speaking on us like we need y'all.
They probably don't even know good espresso if it hit them in the face.
That's what I'm saying, man. The French roast still French, baby.
I feel like we veered
I don't
too
drink
much off
coffee.
of
Habla du fromage,
the original set of questions. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm gonna talk a lot of shit.
How'd you end up at Stash?
Right? Or even before that.
All
Yeah,
right.
like what was your intro and your journey
my
into
God.
all of this? Like,
All right, so let
were
me-
you always fashionable? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Been that nigga.
Yes. And I mean that, and I say that like
I love that.
being
Come
completely
with that
like,
energy.
yeah, I'm not trying to be like
We're
arrogant
humble.
or, like,
No, there's
always
definitely
been
a difference
fresh.
between like being confident and being cocky, and like confidence is nice.
Yeah, I just was always very particular. I
Yeah.
like stuff. I've always just liked stuff, and I've always been into stuff, and so even in like
Stuff.
stuff, and I call it stuff because it's literally like
things, yeah.
stuff. Like you want to talk about comics, you want to talk about like coffee, you
I
want to talk
feel
about
it.
sneakers, jeans,
You know, my
t-shirts,
stuff.
anything
We all
in
like
like
stuff.
super niche, lingo. I'm your guy. But yeah, I went to fucking always was just into sneakers and shit like that. Kind of was always just into that shit, and went to school in San Jose State for graphic design. I was still, and that's why I said like I was just kind of into it. And I always say sometimes like I didn't know I could like do this shit like
As a professional.
as my life. Like everybody made it seem like it was something you were gonna go out of, you spend it too much money.
Especially like for us,
For
growing
our era
up,
growing
Yeah.
up.
it was definitely you need to go to college. You need to get a corporate job, a 9 to 5. It was never like get to be an artsy. Like someone wanted to do fashion or hair or makeup. It was like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Man, I didn't want to go to college. I didn't really want to go to a 4-year. I really wanted to go to FITM, but I felt like that was just hell out of the question. I never even thought about that or even talked to anybody about that. But Academy of Art was calling and stuff like that. But the Richmond was like kind of weird at the time. So my parents really wanted me like out of the area. But when I went to state, I was like a business major because it was practical. That's what they tell you to do. But like I get to my 3rd year and I'm just like, bro, I'm either gonna like do this or like not do this. Yeah. And so I went with art, and it was in graphic design and everything like that. And I just decided that like when I got out, I was gonna use my design mind to do streetwear because I really wanted to like design like streetwear and like work for like Hub for like Stussy still like up there. I moved to Japan and like worked for like Bape or like
I'd love that.
Migo or something like that. Anymore. Like all that was like super all that stuff was like super up there and not really stuff that I'll say like I thought I could do. I was just gonna walk as close as I could to it with you know what I mean with the knowledge that I had. And so I got out and I actually ended up being a designer for this store called Infinite SF. And one of the original designers who did the original like logo script for it was Reginald Sylvester. And that store just has like hella legacy. Like my homie Sean, he was one of the main like chain stitchers for Levi's for a long time. He worked with Virgil at the Complex Con doing like the screen print. He was like the CNE there. He's like super huge. They just had a lot of they just always were known for like not only like putting in the like having like all the hot local streetwear and like kind of smaller brands, but like also like putting on people like that. So that's kind of where I learned how to do like art shows and because
like curate shit,
because we did pop-ups with LMA and like Larry June did his first, like that was the first time I did a pop-up with Larry June, and I think I posted something like Made in Tokyo was there, just all that type of stuff at that time.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Me either. Uber everywhere. I'm
saying, I just posted a picture of him in 24 hours like right next to each other, and he wasn't going by 24 hours at the time. I forget what his name was originally, but it's like they were just like there doing a meet and greet. They had a show and everything. So did that. Then, but what I realized when I was doing that is like really I want like control.
Yeah.
And not like ultimate control, but I want to like push a hard line. Like I want to have a vision and like execute it every day and like push that. And so once I realized that, that's when I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a buyer. Like I'm gonna step into the buying. I'm stepping into the buying aspect because to some degree I was like, design is dope, but unless that's your thing, you're kind of just trying to put together what you think
for other people, their vision.
But when you're a buyer, you kind of get to decide how people experience your store.
100%.
Which is a way different like scope of narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you're curating what's in the store.
Yes.
So,
you have to think about what they are possibly going to buy. What they're gonna like.
We did a little bit at Infinite because I forgot we changed it like when we got there because it was like 2016, 17. So like streetwear just wasn't the same.
You gotta be on the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I was tripping. Streetwear wasn't the same anymore back then.
The couch is really comfy.
It was hella comfortable.
Yeah. It's like, let me just.
I'm tripping. Streetwear just wasn't the same anymore. Luxury streetwear has started to come in. People really wanted to pay more for like rare Supreme tees as opposed to like, like we used to have like Rare Panther and stuff like that. So we moved and we changed it into like a secondhand store, and this was before they were like all around. So it was like round 2, and then there was like us. So we used to get like like one day Mike Dean came.
Oh shit! Okay.
Tony Williams came in, and he was like, "Oh, Mike Dean's down there at Honey." And we're like, "Oh, well, let me take you to the 100 store." So we went over there. He met us in the 100 store because the 100 store had a crazy layout in SF at that time. And then Mike Dean came back with us to the shop, bro. We smoked like 7 blunts.
Y'all know who Mike Dean is?
Jesus Christ. No.
A producer.
Yeah, he's a producer. He's like an engineer for Travis Scott. A lot of like Southern rappers and stuff like that. He's huge. Bro, we smoked so much weed with Mike Dean outside the shop that day. Just like chilling. He was hella cool. Like, but that's what I mean. It was just like stuff going on like that, just like all the time. So left there, went to Oaklandish, was a buyer for them for a while. And that's when I started to travel to like LA. That's how I met like Dylan and started to do some of that other stuff because Infinite was dope and they had their own name, but they were very much kind of like in their own realm. They weren't necessarily like, wholesale traditional like streetwear store anymore. Whereas like Oakland, this was like a traditional like brand trying to so that's when I started to be able to kind of get corporate experience. Did that for a year and then moved on to Stash. I took a lesser position just because I wanted to raise my ceiling. I was like,
and then but you ended up getting to the top though.
oh, for sure. Listen, look, I was gonna do it. I mean, and that's why I say like I don't mean to say this like arrogantly or cocky or anything like that. But I mean, it's definitely where I'm from. I'm not gonna ever put nobody in a space where I think like, oh yeah, you know more than me about like,
right.
Like, no, I live this like every day of the week. I don't have nothing to do. This is what I'm doing. Like, so it was just like if I could get them just to see my value, you know what I'm saying? Which you got human made, something like that where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a rock. It's good, but I don't know. I still felt like they was doing it wrong. They was too quiet. Streetwear not supposed to be quiet. That was like the most irritating thing for me for sure for a long. It's like it's not supposed to be like sneakers too. It's not supposed to be quiet. It's not supposed to be transactional.
Shake shit up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, you supposed to fuck some shit up, bro.
Yeah.
You're supposed to break all the rules. You're supposed to tell niggas no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you not supposed to get
Take
this.
risks.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what gets people going to spend their money.
That's
Like
what
that
I'm
ass.
saying. Yeah, like it's supposed to be something that and it's a counterculture. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the idea that everybody should have is completely against what this thing was built off of. You know what I'm saying?
And like also it's individuality, like
right, personal style. That's what I'm saying. The fundamental difference between I think people that experience streetwear now and like our generations is that there were no rules. We were buying this to stand out, to look different, to feel like ourselves.
Yeah.
And now you're watching like the stock X charts.
Yes, like it's like,
And you're buying it to fit in.
and like on top of that, you had to go to your local spots. You had to get to know your local.
no, it was like a real relationship.
It was, and that was how you found pieces. You know, if you went out of town, you got lucky. You got to go experience.
And you had to already know what was going on out in that city
to get
too.
online and just find something that you seen someone
And then
else
boom,
wearing
in
in a heartbeat. And that's
wasn't
really
like that.
awesome that we can do that. But also, it just
It took away some shit.
It absolutely
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't perpetuate culture or community.
Absolutely.
at all.
It takes that whole middle part away, and like that bridge between that is vital. It's important. It's where a lot of us resonated and met each other along that way.
I would argue that's how like Fairfax was like such a thing.
Straight up.
Fairfax's heart was like literally beating because of the people that were on.
And you had to go to Fairfax to get the
People
shit that was on.
You get what I'm saying?
You had to
Fairfax
go
was
there.
so big that like other niggas in different states and different countries even were like, I have to get there.
Yeah.
I have to go experience this.
I mean, even with Supreme at that time, there was in the United States, New York and LA?
Yeah.
There wasn't like a few other shops. There wasn't multiple shops. Like, maybe globally they had more, but like all of those things were like right there.
Yeah, Fairfax in its prime is something to be studied.
I feel like even Diamond wasn't in PacSun and Zuby.
This is before they went to the big box store.
I remember when Diamond was like a box logo.
Yes.
Y'all remember that shit?
Yes.
You couldn't touch that Iron Maiden sweatshirt, the Diamond Iron Maiden sweatshirt. Shout out to Pac Div. That should go down in fucking streetwear.
Oh
Come
my
on now.
God.
That should go down in streetwear history. They need to hang that motherfucker in the MoMA. Because you couldn't touch that. You couldn't fucking touch that.
Yeah.
Even that Cassie Diamond shirt.
Yeah. It was a moment. A real fucking moment. Yes.
You wasn't just walking in nowhere and just grabbing no motherfucking diamond. Like,
no.
And
that's how I got to know Corey, because I was in Fairfax all the time. I would be in Diamond, and like I would always see. That's literally how I met Corey, way before I was doing the shit I was doing now.
Shit,
and came back around to LA and was like, "What the fuck? I remember you from a long time ago." Like,
real history. And then we had the Hundreds out there at the same time. You had Huff out there at the same time. You had the Dope Store out there at the fucking
Flight
same
Club
time.
was like
it
the
was
only
so much
resale
shit.
on the
only resale.
Yeah.
Only resale.
That was
and that's what
you had Melanie Asani as a woman out there too.
It was like a golden era. I mean, this was like
so sad.
No, it really was.
We had 424 out there still.
This was like
424, and that's back when 424 price point was kind of mid, was like lower.
About that.
Was like first tier.
Or was 424 on Melrose?
mid-tier now.
I don't know.
Black Scale.
I think
Was Black Scale?
It was on Melrose.
Yes.
Black Scale was
Yeah.
Black Scale was. Shouts out to Mega. That's my dog. That's Bay Area legend right there. Come on now.
Yo, Melrose was was booming too at the same time.
Melrose and Fairfax.
Joy Rich, don't look.
Come
say
on.
what you want about Joy Rich,
Joy Rich
but
was
Joy
up.
Rich had a
Joy
moment.
Rich is up.
Joy Rich had a fucking
They was
moment.
up. Santiago was in that shit.
Yep.
Santiago. Hey, yo, that first Santiago album?
Dog, that was my shit.
That was such a time, and like, it just feels like we'll never get that.
We'll
back.
never get. And all the stores are closed.
All them stores are closed. It turned into like you about to get robbed on Melrose, on Fairfax. You got to be careful.
Retail stores were booming back then.
Pre-Penny
Wild Style was right
still-
across from Joy Rich. I remember Wild Style had all this shit, bro. Man, what a time.
But see, I think the reason it felt so good is because there were no rules. So you were literally walking in, seeing something you like, and you bought it. And
That's when I looked like Kid Ink.
right.
Who said that?
Fucking Con. I said I used to look like Kid Ink back in the day. I said, fuck you, Con. I did look a little crazy, but you know, I was individual.
Nigga, I thought I was
green
Cassie.
fucking
I had
hair.
my whole head shaved on the side.
I was close to shaving my head, but I had green hair. I had everything on my face pierced. But I pulled it off, okay?
Look, it was a different time. We was,
And not a lot of people had tattoos like the way I had tattoos.
bro.
back
That's
then.
when I first started getting tattoos.
My tattoos are fucking 15 years old now.
Dog, the Huff weed socks. That was like
the
the
Huff
fucking
weed socks.
moment.
I had a
Like, oh my
collection.
god.
The crazy thing is, even smoking weed back then was like I was a thug because we
Oh,
was
yeah.
smoking like that much weed.
Oh, yeah.
Like we was like,
No,
like on
my
campus, we was
favorite,
like,
so,
oh,
like, this was my
yeah,
shit,
those
'cause
guys.
You know when you go to festivals or whatever, they were searching your shit. They were cracking down on weed, and my
Yep.
hair was green. I used to stash weed in my hair
I'm
and
fucking
put it up.
weed.
No one would see it. My hair was green.
Yeah.
Like I would like tease my hair. I would stick weed in there and fucking.
That's-
No,
Look at
I would
that.
stick shit in my hair back, and this was the time of teased hair,
Yeah.
so it worked out.
Wait, so what year is this? What years are we talking about right now?
Like,
This is
'Cause I'm trying to figure out what
2012 to
I would say
2015.
early 2010s.
Yeah, so 22 to
I was
2015.
definitely on Fairfax like late 2000s, but it wasn't what it like early 2010s. It was definitely like going into that era.
The 2010s, especially once Tyler came around,
Oh.
Fairfax had built its name.
Built
Yeah,
its
already.
And
Yes.
it was Fairfax.
It was
No, that makes a lot. Yeah, no, that
but the quietness before that was really nice.
I bet.
It was like I
bet.
remember, I used to do random shit with my dad, like how I said, went to Coachella, did this and that. I remember going to Fairfax and going to Supreme with my dad, and he would always just buy like a bag or something. And, like,
Right.
My dad was like, not to be like, oh, my dad did it first, because not at all, but like. This was like early days when like people were barely putting the Supreme sticker on their car. My
Right.
dad had one on his truck,
Right.
and it was so funny. But this was like right before it blew up into what it was.
And what it is now, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like New York always had kind of
Yes.
that essence to
Yes.
it when we think about Supreme, but then like LA had to kind of evolve into it, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. Like, don't get it fucked up. Like, the skaters always held it down, like, in that space.
Yes.
But like, as far as like what you're talking about, when things became like hypebeast
Yeah.
culture, there was this small moment between like the entry to
Yes,
that.
yes.
And people don't talk about that often.
And
I know
was
what you- I know what you're talking
that was
about.
a sweet spot.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
know
Yeah.
exactly what you mean. There was this sweet spot in between like 2010 and 2014. Where,
Yes.
like, people that were
Yes.
already in the Supreme, they
Yes.
weren't mad about it yet.
Yes.
And if you weren't, they were willing to like put you on.
Mm-hmm.
And after like 2014, and the only reason I know is because my boy Budge put me on because like I was really in the Bape. I really wasn't hella
Same.
in the
I
Supreme.
was too. I was in the Bape as
I
well.
was going to Bape out here in LA before
Yeah.
I was even going to Supreme or
No,
anything.
I was spending my refund checks. on
sad.
Bape. I wasn't buying no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that though. Don't do that. That made
That's
very
big age.
trying
Don't do that.
semesters. But I was him though. I was him though. Him Burton. You feel me? Him Allen. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying?
the episode that Tim Burton.
Oh man.
Hemi Neutron. We can keep going.
Oh no.
Himmy Dean. You feel me?
I'm sad.
Come on, you feel me? Put it on ice, baby.
No, me and Aunt used to play this game. Like, we would just keep going and keep going and keep going.
3 hours later, pop out with another one.
Because we're idiots. We do this shit.
That's actually what's going on in my brain.
Yes.
That's the best part. If you get my humor, if we can keep you together,
Oh yeah, if I start telling you jokes, I'll fuck with you.
yeah.
Cause my joke's not really something I like gotta make sure like, dude,
Dude,
person laugh at everything.
Are they?
I be saying that. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't know if people get my sarcasm. Sometimes, like,
but for the ones who do, thank you.
It be stuff going bad for me, and like I be making fun of myself.
Yeah, I mean, you have to at this point.
definitely do.
Yeah, like, cause like if your life is fucked up, let's just laugh. Cause let's just laugh.
It's you might make money.
You might.
Kevin Hart did laugh at my pain.
You might be up.
He did.
Laugh at my
Be a little vulnerable. You'll be surprised where you get.
Might be up.
Henny cried online and got them shoes.
I sure the fuck did more than once.
More than once.
I ain't gonna lie. If you a dude, don't cry online. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, don't do that.
I ain't gonna lie. That's not gonna work like that.
It's what is it? The Tyrese man? Still the video.
What more do you want from me? My nigga was going through it. Hey, listen, we done all been there.
This reel is gonna be
on camera.
crazy.
Just not on
Janelle,
camera.
you got so much to choose for this reel. Like it gotta be one of them reels that like capture people's attention.
Can we just do a clip of Henny at the beginning with the fucking?
Oh no!
Please help us.
Yes, because what?
You know what you can do? You can put like a 1-800 number up on there real quick. Like
Put the Mike Jones number down.
Call now.
What was the area code? Was it 286-330?
281.
281-330-8004. Come on now.
no, that would be
on
so
now.
funny. I'm not even playing, Janelle. Like that would be fucking hilarious.
She said, "Please help us."
So to go back at your time at Stash, then it did come to an end.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Like all good things.
And it was hella
Niggas got
surprise. Niggas went broke. Nah.
I got let go a year before this nigga. So
Who signed it and DNA and who did it? Who can tell us the real thing?
you just let me know what you want me to say.
Listen, that motherfucker closed. That's a fact. Like
Yeah.
I ain't about to tell no secrets.
But it's crazy, like how many we've talked about this time and time again, like in passing and not gone on super detail. But like you brought it up in the chat, like how many stores have been closing?
Yeah.
Like
This is what I'll say though, because I think number one, there's a lot of tech money that got out of the sneakers. You know? And I say that to say, like, it's a lot of people that wasn't passionate about sneakers that thought they could make a quick buck.
Yes.
It's on the resale market.
Yep.
Kanye and Nike was battling for 2 years every weekend.
Especially during the pandemic when people had money.
Oh my God.
And
Come
as
on,
soon as Adidas didn't have that same fight for them no
Man.
more, everybody was
I
trying
blame them
That
niggas
too.
for real. Like when we start, you know what I'm talking
I ain't
about.
gonna
I feel
lie.
like
You
a lot.
know what I'm talking about.
I feel like
Nigga.
a lot of stores.
I can look. There was
Ooh,
a
this is a
couple.
topic.
Listen, there was a couple million that was that we were gonna make that year.
Oh, I
that
remember.
just
I was still there.
disappeared.
I was still
And
there.
you know, like you didn't lose money, but you didn't
Yeah.
make the
Hear
money.
me
The
out.
Kanye effect is crazy because
Hear me
it
out.
affected so many
Like,
Hear
I
me
was gonna-
out.
like, all we had to do was
Yeah.
get those shoes in and sell a couple. I
Hear
was gonna get a
me
bonus.
out.
We didn't get them. I didn't get that.
When me and Ant would do the Yeezy buys,
Come on.
and mind you, this was happening at SNS too, because y'all pulled
Yeah.
up on me at
Yeah.
SNS.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, as many people would talk shit about Kanye, because during that time, he was still doing his 1-2 bullshit on Twitter
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck else. Every single time, whether it was a foam runner, a fucking slide, a
It was
boot,
selling.
a goddamn alien,
Somebody was
a
there for that. A few
350,
people was there
a
for that
wave runner
motherfucker.
that came out for the 80th time. Every single time that motherfucker sold out. This is where they got fucked up. Adidas wanted you to pay for everything up front when you fucking can't do that. No one's gonna buy, 200 pairs of fucking shoes at the retail price up front, because the whole fucking point to buying wholesale is
It's
that
to be
we can
cheaper
fucking make
than-
this
yeah,
shit
it's
happen.
supposed
And
to be-
then most stores didn't take that shit when they were offering it to them, and that's when we started to see a decline in these stores not getting the money that they were used to getting prior from Adidas. And Anthony, am I telling the truth?
Are you telling the truth? I mean, it was a 6-figure buy, and it wasn't like, oh, I just want these or I just want these. It was like you take all of this at the 6-figure price you paying right the fuck now, or you don't take nothing and you don't get no more Yeezy. But mind you, but at the
That's not
time,
smart, yeah.
but see, what made it more difficult is when they tried to bring it back that quick second. At the time, it was already so much turmoil with Yeezys. There was no longer this foolproof investment on Yeezy.
Because by then I think they had already cut ties with him, so they were just trying to
So
get
they were
rid of
trying
the
to get rid of
product.
the
But
product.
And that's what
Yeah.
also
Said
felt
that,
hella
though,
shady.
too.
And
Yeah.
people are already feeling indifferent about buying product of somebody who is saying the things that he is saying. Like, we've been in economic and political turmoil for 10 years now.
He ruined the product. And I'm somebody that really just pays attention to the product and to things, because people gon' people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And I don't like to pretend like I love. No, I don't. I like I like that album you made.
Yeah,
I like that shoe you came out.
Too.
Right.
Like, yeah.
But what's crazy is if he would have kissed ass and fixed it and said sorry, And there probably would have been redemption because look at Tom Sachs. Like I just seen
That
people
shit's so
talking about like,
crazy.
are you going
Yeah.
to support the new Nike Tom Sachs? And not saying that his was as extreme as what Kanye had been doing because it was multiple things on top of multiple things, including like work environment. But like, you know, people, whatever Tom Sachs said and, you know, came out, like it's still like, why the fuck would you continue this relationship with
Kanye
somebody?
West can't spell kiss ass. Like, because that's the...
Yeah, he's
He wants everyone to kiss his ass.
I agree.
And
But I'm just saying on the
Yeah.
flip, like had this happened, that,
Agreed.
like, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Agreed.
We're looking at the opposite of somebody who
Unfortunately.
just shut up and like kind of kept pushing.
100%.
And that was and honestly, I don't even think it was like he apologized once and then he just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he just shut the
He
fuck
got
up.
out the
But
spotlight for a
Kanye,
second.
but Kanye can't. And not that we like
has
he's
not.
exactly and has
He
not.
used to. He used to know when enough was enough.
Yeah, because Kris Jenner was one of his
all right,
handlers.
So wait. So I have a theory about this though. I have a theory about this. I have a really good theory about this. Now, Pete. Kanye, while I love Kanye, I'm a big fan of Kanye. Kanye was never, I don't think, he wasn't like 50 Cent or like gangster rappers that came out during the time when he first came out, where like you're going to be ingratiated into the hood. You know what I'm saying? It was really only, you know, alternative niggas.
Oh, 100%.
It was alternative niggas.
He was for the alternative niggas.
Right. He was our spokesperson.
He was our
He was one of the
spokesperson.
first. Him and
100%.
Lupe was two of like the first alternative niggas on TV.
Yeah, that
Like,
where
fully
other black
alternative.
people
Yeah.
could like lean into them. Like, this is what I
Right.
really am.
Fully alternative.
100%.
Like, yeah, fully Andre
Yeah.
3000 for sure, but he had Big Boy with him to kind of like sew
Balance
all
it
that
out.
up
Yeah.
and make it pimpish and shit. You know, like no, two just alternative niggas doing odd shit, standing on it. Like those was the niggas.
Those were them niggas.
Those was the niggas.
Them Chicago niggas.
But because you don't have you not but you not Lil Boosie.
Nope.
It don't matter. Lil Boosie talk crazy all the time, but Lil Boosie a nigga's nigga.
He a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He a country tacky
Kinda
He
nigga.
with us.
expect
He
it.
with us. So even though, so it's like your uncle kind of talking shit at the Thanksgiving table. You don't want to agree with the fuck he's saying. He talking wild, but whatever. It's just your uncle. That's just how he
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But Kanye don't have that type of.
We didn't get introduced to him as that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
He's not ingratiated, and he had worked into it, but again, alternative niggas is the ones really feeling you and keeping you in. Now, once you start doing this thing, and alternative niggas can't fuck with you, well, now you don't have a place in the culture anymore. You know what I mean? Because the hood niggas always, they was trying to tell the alternative niggas that you was weird even when you wasn't
When
really
you wasn't even that
You was just
weird,
different.
right? They be like,
You
you
was
weird.
different. But now you really are hella weird, and they vindicated. They don't need you, and we don't need you. So, but the thing is, the people that buy your music, they need to think that we still fuck with you.
Right.
They need
Because that cosign matters.
that cosign.
That cosign matters. Yeah.
It's the culture.
Yeah.
That's the culture. So you have to pretend, you know what I'm saying, like you in it. So that's why you go, we not battling nobody. We battling the banks in the Congo that's been, bro, you with Trump and Elon, bro. That don't sound like shit you really
At
about.
all.
No.
That sound
At
like you
all.
trying to play on my blackness right now, bro. And like, come on, bro, we not there.
Not at all.
We not there.
At all.
Right? And that's not working. That's not working. He's still, that didn't hit, right? So now he's just on major troll. Major, just like what he always did, where he gonna say some crazy shit.
Just to get attention, like-
just to get attention.
I don't think he sucked his cousin's pee-pee for real. I think he just made that up.
The crazy thing is, I don't really give a damn anymore.
I think
That's how
he made
uninvested
that
I
up.
am.
Yeah, I started paying attention to
Kanye
him.
has never meant, and Kanye now, and I say Kanye now, and I mean it respectfully. Kanye has never meant less to my life than right motherfucking
You
now.
and me both.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I say,
I think
like,
we all feel like that.
That's why I say,
yeah.
like, that's why I say, like, no, he's on the outside and he knows it.
Oh,
Yeah.
But the
yes.
people that buy his music, the niggas that was trying to tell, you know, it's like, motherfucker, the internet was trying to tell me that, what's that motherfucker, Carnival was tight. Nigga, that shit wasn't motherfucking tight.
It was doo-doo.
That wasn't getting played. No, exactly. Who?
And what?
Carnival wasn't getting played nowhere, at no party, at nothing. No girls was
Nowhere.
getting fresh to that shit before they went out. Nah, nothing was happening. That's the internet, and the internet is payola. Right? Lil Jupiter payola. Right?
Oh,
Right? Lil Jupiter payola now, right? So that's what I'm all the stuff.
What a sad.
So sad.
That's another conversation,
So sad.
but, ooh,
So
what a
sad.
sad.
And that
Ooh.
also be bugging me too, because I feel like
Ooh, that
they
shit.
think I'm stupid. Like, bro, you like, bro, that nigga not really wearing them, nigga. You paid that nigga to wear them. Like, look, quit trying to like. Like, just make it a commercial.
Yeah.
Sell
But
fake
trying to,
organic.
yeah,
Like,
fake organic.
you
Like,
know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. Anyway, my point is just, though, that, like, Kanye's not really a part of this anymore.
At all.
No, at all.
He's a part
so
of
out
it because
touch,
he's
like,
got money and because he can get distribution.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you can pay to be on the internet.
But I
going
mean,
viral.
let's look at like the wet fucking tank top. I mean,
I
where
hate
did
that
that
tank
really
top.
hit though? It was a certain demographic and it was a certain group of people. It wasn't in our. It
I
wasn't
feel like
in our
she
realm.
made more money off that wet tank top than they did.
I agree.
Had to.
People bought it because it was $10.
Yeah.
That too.
And like your nipples looked cool in it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
If
sorry.
if you were one of the first 3 people in it, it was dead after that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I know that Complex been leaning into her and shit, but Kanye brought Muwala's stock down, in my opinion.
Oh,
like he brought her down because she's the one who designed the shirt.
Listen, and
Okay.
I love the Moalola shorties.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
feel
my
me?
bad.
Dito
Moalola.
Black, all
Yeah.
y'all. Hi. You
But
feel
he
me?
brought this. He brought the stock down. I don't care what no one says.
Oh yeah, I think any affiliation with his name and his brand or him wearing like it will bring stock down because he's not bringing anything up.
And they were
at
doing
all.
cool shit before him. They didn't need him.
Well, you see, they've gotten they've actually distanced themselves within the last.
I've been seeing it
within the
now,
last
but
year,
but I
like-
don't feel like I don't even know why you even did it to begin with because you didn't need him. You didn't fucking need him.
I mean, it's like I can't get mad at him because to some degree we all kept.
It's an opportunity. I
But we all
understand that.
kept giving Kanye slack and going back and listening to the albums. We really want him to be back part of it,
Yeah.
but. At this point, like you're not gonna like this
This is-
done. You at an age too where you can just be out.
Yeah.
You could just
retire.
be you
And
could
man,
just-
leave it alone.
Just live your life. I don't want to hear no more news about you, bro.
But to be
you ruined
honest-
everything about you that I like way back then.
To be honest, the whole reason why Kanye will still stay relevant to a certain point is because there's always one person that'll raise their hand and say, "I'll do something with him." There's always one fucking person
think
that
this is-
does something like this.
This
that
is
has
something
enough
we've talked
something
about
going
like
on.
within the creator space of like people working with brands that'll be like, I'll do it for free. I'll do it for the highlight, for the
Fucks it
real,
up
for
for everybody
exposure,
else.
for
Yeah.
and it undergrades or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
the word is, like undermines everybody else.
Right.
You know what I like? So yeah, I think somebody is always going to be like,
Is
oh,
always
fuck
willing
yeah.
to,
They
like,
want
try.
that cosign, but it's not a good cosign.
It's not the
It doesn't mean we fuck with it, but it's still relevancy because people are talking
It's
about
like
it.
you'd be like,
You
I
know
worked
what
with
I mean?
Kanye. It's like, what year?
famous. So like,
Yes,
he's
100%.
famous. If you get
100%.
you're gonna, But what I would also ask is though, but at what cost to your quality and to your
morals.
your moral. Well, not
There
even the
there are no morals at
not
this
even
point.
the designer, because
Yeah,
anyone
but
with something
but
good is not
quality.
gonna want to attach their name to that because it can go. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah,
for you.
it is.
So you're
lot
gonna
of these
get
niggas
people.
don't have that, though.
And that's what I'm saying. You're gonna get people that like could do something good, but they also could do something kind of tacky.
Yeah.
I would argue it probably will be tacky. If I'm being
agree.
honest, it's never going to be good, but it's just the fact that someone's always raising their hand to go ahead and do it because of a small moment of, I don't know, corny ass Complex, no shade to my niggas over there, posting it. You feel me?
Yeah, Complex
like, you
will
get what I'm
post
saying.
anything.
Literally. Like,
That's because Complex is
That's what they do,
payola,
though.
though.
That's what they do.
That's because Complex is
that's what they do.
payola. And you know how I feel. And you look, I don't even want to go too deep, because you know how I feel about all of that's like the
yeah.
the
Yeah.
sneaker picking and the full
Yeah.
stuff. Like, man,
no,
listen.
you can keep it real here.